Hey, how's it going? And welcome to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today we've got the final in the series of the Cadenhead. It's Ardbeg and it's a 29-year-old. It looks quite light, so I'm hoping it's bourbon because I don't think it would be any wine finish or anything like that, like a white wine or something, so I'm going to guess it's bourbon. As the same with the previous release sheet or previous videos, I can smell it. I'll do my own notes first, and then we'll look at Cadenheads, and then we'll go from there and see if it's a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. Let me just grab my coin. So I don't know the strength of it. I know it's cask strength, and like I said, I don't know the maturation, and I don't know the price. I actually bought a 26-year-old Ardbeg from Cadenheads possibly 2 years ago, and it cost me £350, which was mental money, but Ardbegs just went up in price since then. So it'll be interesting to see what price this is. I think I have been told what price this is, so I'll try and not give it away until the end. I'm sure I do know the price of this, but we'll get down to the nose, the palate finish, and see if it's a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. So the nose, yeah, that's nice. That's I've not really been off peat for a while, but smelling this, 29-year-old Ardbeg. So this is a year older than me, about a year older, just over a year. It's it reminds me of like wet autumn leaves. Yeah, like you're going. We recently went on a walk up at Palate, and it was all autumny, and the leaves were under your foot and they're all wet. It kind of smells like that, a little bit damp, a little wet, a little dirty, a little grungy. There's kind of licorice there, there's maybe something, there's definitely peat. There's like a bit of a sweetness, possibly bacon fat. Yeah, a greasy bit of bacon, with the fat being the kind of dominant smell here, not necessarily the actual bacon, but that kind of, I could just imagine a pan of olive oil or something, or some sort of oil in a frying pan, bubbling away, and the fat just splitting up. Lovely. Maybe, yeah, I don't know what else. It's definitely maybe a little bit of saltiness once again to kind of tie in with that bacon, a little savoury element. This format, this video, probably isn't enough time to spend with this. I'm going to keep half of this and drink it at a later stage. I feel like this could be spent. Yeah, I maybe should have took some time and written some notes, because it feels like there's a lot going on in this. Maybe water would open it up, but I don't think it's that strong. It doesn't feel that strong in the nose. But yeah, we'll get down to the palate, see what the palate's like. Oh, yeah, it's really, there's coal, charring, maybe smoked fish or something like that, oily smokies. It feels quite oily, and I mean oily as in the mouthfeel, and also oily as in the taste. There's possibly something like I don't know, like I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's just wet but smoky. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. This kind of damp element to it. It feels like quite a damp whiskey. There is a sweetness there, quite a toasted sweetness. I don't think it's just as generic as toast, as bread or anything like that, but there's something toasted. I tend to picture it as kind of like a creme brulee. This taste that I get, this kind of salted, little bit of crystallization, little bit of sweetness, the sugar just crystallizing from the burnt aspect. So I'm getting that, like a kind of, yeah, like when you burn the layer of the creme brulee, something like that on the palate. Yeah, I should definitely spend more time with this. The finish is long. Once again, that damp element coming through is quite consistent throughout, which is weird. I'm just getting images of like campfire. It's all I can picture is just like being in a tent. Maybe you've got the fire going and there's rain coming down, and you're in a forest. That sounds so sad, but you're in a forest. You've got the kind of plastic from the tent. You can smell that. You've got the rain hitting off the tent. You've got your fire going. The fire's trying its hardest to stay alight as the rain's battering down. We're in Scotland, obviously. It's always raining, and the fire's just keeping a little bit of flickering light. That's so weird, but this is what I'm getting in the finish. Yeah, that sounds very pedantic, but it's what I taste, and it's what memories are coming back from any time I've been camping and it started raining and you've got the fire just smouldering away. It's fantastic. I want to spend more time with it. It's tasty. Yeah, I don't think I've got much more to say in terms of the taste and the experience, just that I'm enjoying it. But the price. So we'll look at the official notes. So it is a bourbon barrel. It's 51.5% ABV. No, it's not. This drink's like an easy 46% or something. I don't think it drinks that heavy, other than the peat being strong, and the peat maybe could throw off like someone who's not into whiskey that much. I don't think the ABV is that evident to someone who drinks whiskey. But anyway, it's a grand, it's a bag of sand, £1,000. And like I said, I think I knew that price. It's mental. Nose, bacon lardons. Yeah, I got bacon. Oak chips. I suppose there is a bit of oak, and then banana loaf. I was thinking something fruity, but I was going more down the citrus route. And maybe that's just because it was Ardbeg, but yeah, I don't think I got banana loaf. I couldn't say that for sure. Taste, pancetta, toasted marshmallows and damp campfire smoke. Yeah, I like the damp element, and I definitely picked up that with the campfire. Yeah, it is. It's mental. Finish, fruit syrup, maybe not, rye bread crust. I think I did say like toasted earlier, that kind of creme, pardon me, that creme brulee element, but also a kind of toast element. So maybe I'll say the rye bread crust somewhat there, and s'mores, which is a very American thing. And it came over here with the two kind of wafers or biscuits and a marshmallow melted in between. It is good, whether that be like milk digestives or something, and it melts the chocolate inside. That does sound wonderful. So yeah, that's it. That is the official tasting notes. We'll get down to my review. If you've watched this series 1 to 8, thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been long, and I know it's been dominating my videos. We'll get back to actual full bottle reviews soon. I just thought this would be something a little bit different, and it can get compared with Gav's notes, and also Jay, who's reviewed them and who sent me this pack as here the spare one. So you can check his reviews out on Instagram as well, and you can check Gav's out on YouTube. So would I recommend it? Yeah, this is an excellent example of an Ardbeg. This is quality. Is it a single cask? I think it is a single cask. It's just excellent. It's Ardbeg through and through, without the faff, without the heavy marketing, and it is bourbon, and that's all it needs. It doesn't need sherry, it doesn't need anything else. This is just how it should be presented, and it's quality. Would I buy it? Now, it's a difficult one, because it's a grand. It's a lot of money. If I had a grand spare and I had it disposable, in the sense that I don't know how to justify this. I don't think I could justify spending £1 grand on a bottle. I think it would just be stupid, especially if I was drinking it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't buy a bottle. Or I'm on the fence with it, because if I say I won't buy a bottle, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth £1 grand. It's not £1 grand. How can that be £1 grand? It's just mental. It's fantastic. It's definitely fantastic, but no whiskey's worth £1 grand. Unless it's like somehow, I don't know, like unicorn tears or something like that. I don't think any whiskey that you're going to drink is worth £1 grand. It's different if you're buying it for an investment or whatever, then yeah, you could probably justify £1 grand, but I can't justify £1 grand for drinking. So I don't think it's worth £1 grand. Look, if I was like some rich person who had that kind of disposable money to spend on a whiskey, to drink a whiskey of that calibre, I would definitely buy this. After trying it, if I had that money and £1 grand was able to just drop it like £100, then I would, because it's fantastic. This is a great whiskey, and I can't believe I've only got this much left. But it's just, so I'm on the fence. It's a Whisky Win, Whisky Bin. I'm just going to flip the coin. You know from my emotions, from how I'm animated about this, that it's a great whiskey. It's just my system doesn't allow me to negate that, or maybe I should. It's my own system, but anyway, we'll flip a coin. Oh, that's lucky. It's a Whisky Win. Anyway, from the flipping. So it was 1 out of 3. I would definitely recommend it. I don't think it's worth it. If different circumstances were there, I would buy it, but they're not there, and I am not that rich to be able to drop £1 grand on a drinking whiskey. But anyway, so Whisky Win. So we ended on a high note. My top 3 would be the Ardbeg, the Fetter Cairn, and either the Manic More or the Glen Talkers. So yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I've been Stuart. This has been Whisky Wins. I'll see you later.